Hey guys, it's Dan or aDrive here, bringing you guys a deck profile breakdown for OMPHERIAL's prototype starter deck, available now for just 72 hours at shop.elestrals.com. If you want to pick them up and play the game, prototype it, play test it, we're gonna have tournaments, all sorts of cool stuff. Be sure to grab some decks in the 72-hour window. If you want to join our Discord server, discord.gg/Elestrals, to give some feedback and tell your friends about it. This is a huge, unique opportunity to play this game prior to Kickstarter. It's gonna be a while before the Kickstarter cards end up in people's hands, so this is really actually awesome. I'm so excited about it. If you want to check out the how to play guide, I recommend watching that first so you understand the game first. And then of course I have a deck profile for every one of the 5 decks that you can grab. I recommend you grab them all, but you know, if you want to pick the one that suits you best, by all means. OMPHERIAL is a very, very cool starter deck. I'm actually quite excited about this. I think OMPHERIAL is a very strong card. There's some good cards in here. I think some of the better cards of Elestrals are actually in the OMPHERIAL starter deck. So a couple things to note too. I've been saying this in every video. These are prototype cards, so the final print quality will be better. These still look great though. I mean, I think they look phenomenal, but they will be a little bit better, obviously, better card stock and things like that. And you know, the prototype decks are obviously not legal for future tournament use. It's just for us to play the game now because things are going to change. So let's break it down. Let's talk about the OMPHERIAL starter deck if you're a Thunder fan. Starts off with Quackle, pretty modest, but allows you to get more spirits back from your spirit deck. I think regeneration in this game is just very strong. Signetric is kind of like your Tectorus and your Volcaries, but it's a 2 enchant, and it starts at 4/6. So every Thunder Spirit on the field is going to allow Signetric to be a little bit stronger. So don't underestimate that, because even at 4/6, it's going to be a 6/6 right out the gates. So it can very quickly scale to become one of the stronger Elestrals. And then OMPHERIAL, being able to expend to destroy is still a really strong thing. You can destroy anything on your opponent's side of the field with OMPHERIAL's effect. 8/12 puts it very strong, and then it's going to gain 1 attack for every Thunder Spirit in your Spirit deck. So obviously using its first effect does reduce its attack, but you're getting rid of a threat, and you're already, you know, out of the gates, you're gonna be sitting pretty strong. I think this normally is gonna sit at least 10 to 15 attack, which is very, very good. That puts it among the strongest cards in the game with OMPHERIAL's effect. So you got a couple of those. Spark It is your Nexus card in terms of, you know, offensive. 4 is a very solid offensive stat, attack stat, and you discard a card from your opponent's hand. So hand destruction, very, very strong, very, very strong. Then you've got Gadabolt here, which is a 2 summon. Gadabolt allows you to basically choose any Thunder Enchanted Elestral on your side of the field and boost their attack based on how many Thunder Spirits Gadabolt has. So in theory, Gadabolt could be a 10 attack right away because he can use its effect on himself. So that's very, very good. Astrabit allows you to get a little bit more drawing power and be a little selective about the drawing that you have. And Jolton allows you to search your deck for stadiums, which I think is just very good in general. Amp Up is this game's version of you know, Thunder Dragon, where basically you have 3 Amp Ups. You can discard 1 from your hand, and it allows you to pick up 2 more from your deck. So very valuable for deck thinning. And then you've got Lycavolt here, which is very, very strong. If you have Amp Ups in your hand and you discard them, you activate this card's effect. It becomes a 9 attack as a result of that, and if you destroy something in battle, your opponent has to discard 2 cards from their hand. You can very quickly see how that could be one of the strongest effects in the game if you situationally have Lycavolt on the field and Amp Up being able to discard from your hand. If you can clear the field, Lycavolt can actually devastate an opponent and put the game right on its head. I think Boombat is probably one of the strongest Elestrals in the game. Basically, you can enchant Boombat onto the field, use its effect immediately to disenchant and essentially destroy 1 Elestral. There was a card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Exiled Force. It kind of almost functions in that regard, but you can also use Nexus to essentially keep Boombat alive and still destroy something. So I think this card is probably one of the cards that I can see being a staple in the metagame, just because being able to remove something with 1 card, 1 enchant is very, very strong. You got 2 of those. Veritaqua, mixing it up, getting some water here, allowing you to destroy defense position Elestrals with ease. Foamy allows you to search out those Veritaqua. And then you've got P-Gust here to provide some wind support, allowing you to remove runes on the field. Much like Boombat, P-Gust very strong. When it's enchanted with a wind spirit, you destroy a rune. Very, very good effect. Probably one of the better effects in the game. I really think that P-Gust, Boombat are 2 cards that most decks will at least consider running because of how strong they are. Then we move over to the runes. We've got the Nectar of the Gods, of course, to draw 2 cards. Thunderbolt of Zeus allows you to gain 2 attack, and when you destroy something in battle, your opponent has to expend a spirit. If Zeus is enchanted, they have to expend 2 spirits. So if you have Thunderbolt of Zeus and the Divine Rune Zeus on the field, you can really, really deal a lot of damage to your opponent very quickly. So very good combinations. Thunderstorms allows you to target runes on the field and destroy them. Very, very good card. Mount Olympus allows you to just gain an attack for every Thunder Spirit that's enchanting. standard stadium stuff. We've got Zeus here. Zeus allows you to decrease your opponent's attack and defense by 3 by disenchanting. This is the old artwork for Zeus, by the way. We have since changed it. This is actually like months old. We have a new artwork for Zeus, so you'll see the new artwork if you get this deck. So just so you know, that was just a placeholder for now. From there, we've got Circle the Sky. That's going to allow you to Nexus and draw a card. Pandora's Box, one of the stronger counter runes that allows you to stop some of the searchability the game offers a lot of. Tsunami, a very nice counter rune that allows you to change the position of the Elestrals on the field, essentially functioning as a stop attack phase. And Shield Achilles really does that. It actually negates an attack and returns the Elestral to the hand. The spirits attached go to the underworld, so a very, very strong card in Shield of Achilles. Tornado gives you a little bit more rune control. Moving on to your spirits, you're gonna have your Zaptors, you're gonna have a couple Lycoris, and a couple Leviathan that allow you to activate all the different runes that are available in the Imperial starter deck. And enchant all the Elestrals, of course. And that's gonna be that for the Imperial starter deck. As I said, you guys can pre-order them, available at shopelestrals.com. You have 72 hours to pre-order them, and then I'm gonna put in the order and then get them all shipped out to you guys. Feel free to check out all the other starter decks I'll have in the description below if you want to watch those deck profiles and those breakdowns. And thank you so much for supporting. Check out our Discord at discord.gg/Elestrals and let me know your thoughts on the Imperial starter deck.